Okay guys, so in this video let's see that how do we merge items inside our cart. So if we add this item, that is iMac 21, and if we try to add this iPad Air here, and if we go to our cart, we see that the cart is okay. But now let's try to add one more product, that is iMac 21 again to our cart. So and now if we go to our cart, we see that we have two items listed inside our cart, that is of iMac 21. But instead what we want to show here only a single item here, that is iMac 21, but with the quantity of 2, because there are two quantities of iMac 21 inside our cart. So that's what we are going to do in this video, that is the merging of items inside our cart fragment. So for that, let's go to our application here, and this is the place that is inside the shop fragment where we are calling this shopViewModel.addItemToCart, and this method, that is addItemToCart, is this method here inside our shop view model, and this add item to cart refers to this method here inside the cart repo. So let's go to this method here, that is cart repo, that is add item to cart. What we are doing here is that we are directly creating a new item with the quantity of 1, and we are adding it to our cart item list. But instead what we want to do, firstly we'll loop through the list, that is the cart item list, and we'll check that if there is an item with the same ID, because our products contain IDs here. And since the cart item contains a product and product contains the ID, so we can see that if the product has already been added to the cart. So let's make a for loop here, that is for, let me increase the font size here. Yeah, so for cart item in cart item list, and here what we'll do, if cart item dot get product dot get ID dot equals, that is if the ID is equal to the product dot get ID, that is this product that is coming here inside this method, that is add item to cart. So if we are checking that product ID with the ID of the cart item inside the cart list, so if that is the case, then what we want to do, we want to update the quantity, or we want to return false if the quantity is equal to 5. So what we'll do here, so firstly we'll check if the cart item quantity is 5. So firstly we'll check if cart item dot get quantity is equal to 5. That is, if the quantity is equal to 5, we want to return false. That is, no more items can be added because the maximum quantity allowed per product inside our cart is 5. So we are returning false. Since our method here returns a boolean, that is false. And in case you do not want to return a boolean here and you want to return a void here, then you can simply write return here instead of return false. And now, if that was not the case, that the quantity is not equal to 5, then what we want to do, we can update this cart item with the current quantity plus 1. It is very simple. Firstly, we'll get the index of this cart item. So int index equal to cart item list dot index of this cart item. So now we have the index of this cart item, and now what we want to do, we want to set its quantity, that is the cart item's quantity. So what we can say, cart item dot set quantity, and the quantity would be the previous quantity plus 1. To get the previous quantity or the old quantity, what we can do, we can use this thing here, that is cart item dot get quantity, that is the old quantity, plus 1, that is the new quantity. So finally this thing here, that is this thing here, is the new quantity, since we are adding the product plus 1, that is we are changing the quantity with the old quantity plus 1. And now finally what we can do, we can say cart item list dot set, and here we can pass in the index and the cart item itself. So the index would be the same index, that is the index of the current item, comma the cart item. So we can pass here the cart item like this. And now what we want to do, we want to say mutable cart dot set value and the cart item list like this. And then finally what we want to return here, we want to return here true, that the product has been added to the cart like this. So that was the case when the product existed in our cart. But if the product doesn't exist in this cart item list, then we would be passing this for loop, and we'll be coming to this line here, that is line number 48. And then what we can do, we can simply create a new item as we have done before, and then we can add the cart item here to the cart item list, and then we can set its value, and then we can finally return true here. So now this is all what you need to do to make to merge your items inside your cart item list. So now let me run this application and let's see that if we are able to merge the items inside our cart list. So let it run and let's go back to our application here. So now let's add this iMac 21 and iPad Air. We go to the cart, we see the quantity is 1 each. So now let me add iMac 21 a couple of more times and this iPad Air 1 time, and let's go back. So this time we see that iMac 21 is 4 and iPad Air is 2. So let's go back again and let's try clicking it a couple of times, and we'll see here that the max quantity is 5. But what do we want to show here? That is, whenever someone clicks here, we want to show a snack bar here. That is, if the product is added and then he can check out, or if the maximum quantity is reached, then a snack bar should be shown here. So let's do that in this video itself. So for that, let's go to our application again and let's open the shop fragment where we are calling this method here, that is add item. And now whenever this method is called, that is add item to cart inside the shop view model, then we would be returning with a boolean whether the product is added or not. As we can see here inside this cart repo, we are returning true or false depending on whether the product is added or not. So now instead of making a log statement here, what we want to do, we want to check here that if is added, that if the product is added, then we want to make a snack bar dot make, and here for the view we can simply pass in require view, and then what we can say, we can simply say product dot get name plus added to cart, not as to cart but added to cart, and then finally we can make the length of the snack bar to be length long, snack bar dot length long, and then we also want to set an action to this snack bar, that is to go to the cart fragment. So set action, and here we can say simply say checkout, not checkput but checkout, and then the action would simply say new on click listener like this, and here we can simply say nav controller dot navigate, and where do we want to navigate? We want to navigate to the shop fragment to cart fragment, that is this thing here like this. And if the product is not been added to our cart, then what do we want to show? We can simply copy this snack bar from here, that is this thing from here. So let me copy it from here, let me paste it here, and here what we can simply say, we can remove this thing from here, and here we want to simply display that already the max quantity of product is added. So already have the max quantity in cart like this, and then we simply want to show it like dot show like this, and here also we want to simply say show finally like this. So now let's save this application, and now let's run this application, and this time we'll be getting a snack bar whenever someone adds an item to the cart or if the maximum quantity is reached. So let's go back to our application. So now let me add this iMac 21 here. We see iMac 21 added to cart, and we have this option to checkout. So let me add it once again, and let's go to checkout, and we see that we are inside the cart fragment with the quantity of 2. So now let me add it more times. So up until 5, if we go here, we see that the maximum quantity is reached. So now let's try adding it once more. So this time we see that already have the max quantity in cart. So this is how you display a snack bar inside your application depending on whether the product has been added or not. So guys, that's all for this video. So in the next video, let's see that how do we handle this delete button, and then how do we handle this spinner.